Hey guys, I'm Sarah. Welcome to my channel. Feel free to subscribe. For those of you who don't know, I'm Sarah. I'm training for the Dopey Challenge in January 2021. The Dopey Challenge is the 5K, 10K, half and full in 4 days back to back to back in January, and that goes through Disney World Resort. Typically I try to record every training I do. This week was kind of a rough training. My stomach's been really bothering me all week, so I haven't really documented Tuesdays or today's. Well, no, I'm documenting today's. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of a recap. So Tuesday was week 2, day 1. That was a 45-minute maintenance run. And that one I stayed at about a 15-minute pace, and I did about 3.38 miles. I actually got up at like 7 a.m. and went running before it got incredibly hot. So it was a really good run. I felt great at the end. Didn't really feel too sick. I mean, my stomach's been off all week, but I think that's mainly a lot of stress, and I'll explain that at the end, like towards the end of this video. Shoes are still working well. Not really too much leg pain or anything. Like, I feel good. And then today was week 2, day 2. It was another 45-minute maintenance run. And I kept a 14-minute, 38-second pace with a 3.26 miles in the 40 whatever minutes. So about this one, I did really good. Like, my timing's going down, so I'm happy with that. But I'm also working, I switched out from Pedialyte to Gatorade, so I do Gatorade and I dilute it with a little bit of water because sometimes Gatorade's a little bit too much for me. And it seemed to really help every time I did. Don't eat that, Dash. That's paper. So every time I did my 30-second walk, I would take a little bit of both, like water and Gatorade, and it seemed to really help. And the music actually stayed on this time, so that really helped too. And I was actually able to run a lot more than I normally do. Like, usually I just give up, but this time I kind of pushed myself a little bit and was like, okay, it's only another 2-minute run. I can do 2 minutes. So I'm trying to get this pace down a little bit more. I want to get back to my 11 or 12-minute mile like I was at in January. But I'm getting there. It's a struggle getting used to the heat because I went later today again. I went at like 7-ish, which it was a lot cooler. 7 p.m. And it was a lot cooler, a lot more comfortable. There's a good breeze. There's this like community, like housing community of townhomes that I run like a little loop through. And there's this like older gentleman that he's always fixing his motorcycle in his garage, and every time he's always talking to me. So I made a new friend. But he's like, oh, at it again. Yeah, not gonna give up. But overall, so far so good. I mean, I'm just physically and emotionally drained this week. Like, it's been rough. So some of you that don't know me, I obviously live in Florida right now. Well, you may not know that, but I live in Florida. I live by Disney. I work at both Disney and I work at Universal, and I'm furloughed from both of them. And I've been furloughed since March, so it's financially starting to get a lot of stress. Like, my husband's working and I feel bad he's the only one working. But there's an opportunity at Universal to transfer to Volcano Bay, which I'm trying, but I have a tattoo, so I have to see if the water shoe will even cover it. But I guarded for years and was a manager, so I'm not really worried about the test or anything. But like, with how my stomach's been lately, I'm kind of worried because I have to swim at 300. That's like 6 laps. It's a lot of laps. But that's tomorrow, and that's kind of why I'm tired and ready for bed and all over the place. I also have colitis, so like every so often my stomach gets really bad and like crampy, and I get super tired, which I think that's partially some of the issue that I'm dealing with right now. But I'll be alright. It'll solve itself out. So I keep track of my pace and everything and mileage in like three different sheets. So like on the Run Disney site, you can go on there and print out the Jeff Galloway plan. There's like a whole like week by week thing. This thing, I have it in a binder, but they have that. And then one of my running friends actually made a like spreadsheet that I use, and I know that I could like input it into Excel, but I like to physically write it, and just it keeps me accountable. So he did that, and I also have that right in there. But it's got like every single training day that I'm supposed to train. And then I also printed out like a weekly thing. I don't really keep up with it because this one I'm bad at keeping up with. But it's like a check-in thing where it's like, you can't see it, there it is. But it's got like goals for the week. You like keep track of your water, your starting weight, and all that stuff. And then it's also got like in the back where you can add like your meal plan and your any notes that you may have. Dash is now laying on it. And I got this fun like binder that says you totally got this. So I was trying to be motivational. But my next run is Saturday, and it's a 4-mile run, which it should be like probably 45 minutes to an hour. Because I usually run at least 3 to 3.5 miles on my 45-minute run. So like the Saturdays are like you have to get a certain distance in, whereas the 45-minute ones are like more of a work on your pace, speed work, maintenance run type things. But I'm doing really well on it, I think. I'm not like bad at like, I'm more motivated this time around, and I'm more held more accountable, I feel like. Especially making the video and everything. Also Dash is sleeping on me. I don't know if you can see him. He wasn't camera ready. I'm also doing this video in my bedroom because of the fact that our washer's on and it's really loud. So there's that. I'm going to check out though. I am exhausted. And I have to be up at 5 in the morning. So I will check in again on Saturday. Bye.